The morning rush along I-35 in southern Johnson County was a mess because of this deadly crash. KCTV5 Sandra Olivas is live near Gardner with what police say may have contributed to a young woman's death. Sandra?
Well, Brad, traffic is running smoothly right now, but this morning it was shut down for several hours here along I-35 because a driver was killed when she lost control at I-35 and 167th Street. Now, that driver has been identified as 25-year-old Tamika Kendricks. Authorities believe she may have made two very common mistakes on the road that they want to warn other drivers about.
Apparently she'd been in a conversation and some things like that. It might have been very well distracted.
Just before she lost control of her SUV, accident investigators say the conversation the 25-year-old driver was having may have been taking place not with her mouth, but with her fingertips and attention on her cell.
She had been texting prior to the crash within a few minutes.
Investigators say the woman slightly veered off the highway, and when she tried to get back onto I-35, she lost control and rolled the SUV into the embankment. She was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected, killed on impact. Officers then discovered she had a child car seat, so they were worried that a child was also thrown in the crash. They quickly searched the nearby fields in case the injured child wandered away.
We were really looking pretty feverishly. Originally, we brought in a helicopter and brought in some news people to look because there was a car seat in the vehicle and it had been tossed around. It was upside down, so we were looking to make sure the child had not been ejected. But
when police notified her family about the accident, they learned her 5-year-old son was safe and was not traveling with her at the time of the crash. Now, as authorities look into whether texting was a factor, they do know this mom wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and sadly, it's a mistake they say could have changed the outcome of this rollover accident.
Just imagine how much force is involved at 70 miles an hour. Take your weight, multiply that out. That gives you some idea of your striking force. Now spin it like with centrifugal force. Our bodies are just not made to survive that kind of an impact.
Now, the Highway Patrol says not wearing a seatbelt is the #1 killer of drivers in Kansas and Missouri, and they say that your chances of surviving a rollover accident goes up 65% if you are wearing that seatbelt. Reporting live here off of I-35 in Gardner, I'm Sandra Olivas for KCTV5 News.